Welcome to day 2 on week 6. We're starting a new exercise. We're gonna do a seated good morning with the weight on our back. We're gonna do that for 20 seconds. Then the next thing we're gonna do is a Bulgarian split squat for 30 seconds each leg. You're gonna do this exercise superset 3 times through. Our seated good morning. What we'll do is we'll have our legs spread. I'm gonna put weight on the back. So she's gonna hold the weight on her back. Now what she's gonna do is she's gonna find flexion in her spine. She's gonna put her head all the way down. And what she's gonna do, she's gonna lead with her head and push all the way back. She's gonna go all the way down, try to get her head past her knees. Down, 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 up. Good, just like that. All the way down, all the way up. Last one. Finding that natural curve to the spine and driving all the way back up. That's a seated good morning. Our next exercise, last one on this one, is a Bulgarian split squat iso. You might have to have something in front of you, like a table or chair, so if she needed it, she could grab my arm. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a back leg up. You're gonna go down as far as you can, as far as your flexibility lets you. She's gonna go all the way down, try to get that back hip flexor to the ground, find your sweet spot, and she's gonna push through her heel as hard as she can for 30 seconds each leg. I want you trying to rise up every single set and every rep, but you're holding that contraction without actually moving your body vertical. Good. Our next superset on day 2, we have a standing high row attachment to where you'll attach that to a high pole. We're gonna do that for a row for 15 seconds each arm. Our next thing we have is a kneeling one-arm shoulder press, which we will do for 10 seconds each arm. And then we have a mountain climber we're gonna do for 30 seconds to cap it off with some cardio. Our exercise, first one is a standing high row. We're really gonna focus on that lat. Now again, the high attachment is very important. What she's gonna do is she's gonna find the handle. She's gonna stand straight up and down, and she's gonna row right to her hip. Good. That's a really big focus on the lat itself. If now again, we do these very, very heavy, standing with a cable stack. Very heavy, focus on the lat. The lat connects to your spine, almost 3/4 all the way down your back. We're gonna contract it both ways. Next, we have a kneeling one-arm shoulder press. So one knee will go down. That same knee that's down, I'm gonna press with that same arm. So what she's gonna do is she's gonna find tension out in that hand. She can squeeze it, you can open it, whatever you're comfortable with. You're gonna squeeze these glutes down and you're gonna press vertical. All the way up, all the way down. All the way up and all the way down, tension through the glutes, and controlling that weight, owning the rep, not letting it own you. Rep. Our last cardio-based exercise is a mountain climber. Now again, push through that upper back and go as fast as you can. As fast as you can. Try to get that knee to that elbow. If we can't, we're gonna very slowly march and try to reach the knee to the hand. Tension through the hands, never sleep on the importance of the tension through the hands, which stabilizes that entire upper body. Rest. Stay with us on our last superset. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do high knees for 30 seconds as hard and as fast as you can. Right after that, we're gonna go to a glute bridge with a combination of a skull crusher for 20 seconds because you can also work your full body. We'll work your glutes, your posterior chain, and your triceps to where we can try to get rid of some of that excess fat in the back of the arm. Also, the last thing we're gonna do is a split squat iso for 30 seconds each leg, but we're really gonna max contract and try to break that ground beneath our feet. High knees for 30 seconds. So our high knees, again, high, fast, and vicious. Here we go. Go as fast as you can. Breathe. Rest. Now, what you want to realize is if you do have an open area or somewhere to sprint, instead of high knees, you can easily go outside and sprint in your backyard. You can sprint on a treadmill at the gym, a track, wherever you're at. These drills that are stationary, you can make actually to where it's movement and free movement if you have the space. Our next exercise is a glute bridge skull crusher. What she's gonna do is she's gonna elevate her butt, she's gonna put her hands behind her head, and she's literally gonna go up and down. That's it. Elbows go back. She's getting a great stretch in the back of her tricep in the middle of her back and pushing straight through her elbow and her tricep and squeezing the entire time. Our last exercise is a split squat iso. We're gonna hold 30 seconds. What we're gonna try to do is, if you wanna imagine, just like my wife might, that my head's beneath there and she's trying to crush it between her feet, that's okay. So we're gonna split out like a split squat. We're gonna hold for 30 seconds, but we're gonna pull the ground together literally as hard as I possibly can, max contraction. You finish this, you've done a great job on day 2.